member for Ottawa Centre.
Well, thank you very much, Speaker. I want to thank the member for Scarborough-Guildwood for introducing this motion for the floor today. I also just want to remark in the time I have, Speaker, on the reality of the matter for transit and for safety in the province. This is something near and dear to my heart. So what we know from facts, Speaker, facts that are gathered, is that today, on average, 20 vulnerable road users will be brought into emergency rooms because of collisions with people who are not driving their vehicles safely. Those could be road construction workers, they could be pedestrians, they could be cyclists, they could be seniors, they could be people with disabilities, but that continues to happen. And I will join the member for Muskegowuk-James Bay in expressing my frustration, too, that the government continues to live in an alternate universe where they don't see these families whose loved ones have been struck down, hurt, or even killed every single day, all year. So I want to thank the member for promoting active transportation through the integration with public transit, but I want to note for the government that we are still having people leave this earth, leave this world, or live their life in critical pain far too often. I want to also reflect on the fact that the member has noted the need for affordable housing and transit-friendly communities and has set a mark of 20% of new developments if Metrolinx were to get rid of property for affordable housing. And when I followed up with the member, she remarked to me that for her, as is the case for all housing experts that I'm familiar with, Speaker, affordable housing is something that is 30% of one's disposable income. Not 80% of market rent, which has been the gimmick I've often seen from the government here and governments elsewhere, where people are priced out of their own homes. I want to salute the member for bringing that metric forward, because that's actually affordable housing. And that leads me, Speaker, in the time I have left, to talk about the agency at question in that aspect of the member's bill, and that is Metrolinx. And can I please say in the time that I have left, Speaker, that I still fail to understand how this government can be happy with an agency that has tripled its number of vice presidents in the last 6 years under its watch, 27 in 2018, 82 today, Speaker. A marketing department at Metrolinx of over 400 people. A CEO that makes over $1 million, that has a reputation for bullying in the workplace. Speaker, I want to know, just shout it out, members of the government, can anybody name me one transit project that has been built and finished under your watch? What about the Eglinton Crosstown? What about the Finch extension? What about bus rapid transit in the members' community of Scarborough? Can anybody name and shout out a single project that has gotten done? You can't. You can't, because you know what's happened, Speaker, sadly, under the government's watch? Ontario has become the most expensive place to build public transit in the world. In the world. The Ontario line right now is on schedule to cost $1 billion per kilometre. Speaker, there's a comparable project in South Korea right now that is costing a third to build a light rail transit system. What has happened, sadly, is that the raven's nest of consultants has descended upon Metrolinx, and they are siphoning the hard-earned taxpayer dollars of this province for their own benefit, and the meter is still running. I was joking with the member the other day. It's like we're all in a taxi, and the meter is running, and we're not allowed to get out of the car. But I would expect a Conservative government to not only vote for this member's bill, but to finally bring Phil Verster and the profiteers at Metrolinx to heel, to get public transit built, not to finance massive paychecks for them, but to finance public transit. Thanks for bringing the bill forward.